give you the floor and give you a minute or two to introduce yourself and then to perform what you have prepared for us today. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Well, I'm Dominique Jones. I used to live in Rochester. I recently moved to the Twin Cities. And it's a pleasure to be back in these capacities, such as events like this. So I'm glad to be here. I am a performance artist as well as a youth development worker. I do a lot of smaller classes and help out even in like Boys and Girls Club of Rochester occasionally. So that's kind of what I do, and a little quick introduction to myself. And with my piece that I have for you guys now, I want to just extend this invitation to be open to having your thoughts challenged a little bit with the recent events and everything. I wanted to give a little bit of an informational piece. So this is a piece called Coping. If you ever seen a child try and get their parents' attention, it will often go like this. They will speak, and when that doesn't work, they will cry, and when that doesn't work, they will scream, and when that doesn't work, they'll break something. This summer, my body remembered how to revitalize a droughted river of tears. My eyes watched a man's demise be televised as the slew of molten words erupted out of the volcano of my emotions. Today, I write these words as echoes of lost desires. Progress incoming. Progress incoming. Progress incoming. Progress. Come in. When we chanted her name, we thought that this time maybe it would be different. We thought this time maybe we would be able to see a new outcome, but it was no surprise that amongst the chants and posts that reminded us not to forget her name, there was this amount of shame I carried when Brianna's name, life, and soul was buried underneath the posts, the chants, the actions, and sadly, property. I've been wondering if our casual dismissal of Black casualties might be indicating an addiction, because I can no longer understand why we can't find some guilt. We grew up talking about the war on drugs, but have yet to classify hate as the thing society keeps trying to find the next fix of, itching, twitching, and reminiscing on how high we have gotten off of every slur, taking hits off of every crime of injustice just to bust these colored parts of ourselves underneath the soles of our feet. Now stay in your seats. I hope you can take a ride that moves to the rhythm of a different beat. We all know that it takes a tribe to raise a child. So America, let's look at the children you have been raising. Today, organized policing has been increasing not by numbers, but by force. And I can't help but feel forced to coerce you into the point of history where this mystery can be solved. Organized policing began existing in 1709 as slave patrols. The main goals were chase and return slaves, organize terror to keep slaves from revolting, and discipline them. This paved the way to tendencies that has led to reasons Black life either replaces cufflinks for cuffs or their hearts find bullets before love. Now this trip is not done. But let's try and rest with how picnics became gatherings for lynchings, putting the casual in casualty, automatically painting fallacies that Black meant beast, and that was celebrated by the leaders, the police, the mothers, and even the children. From 1882 to 1962. And today, those smiles and cheers were traded with sideways glances and sneers that learned to silently scream thug, just to be swept under the rug of the mental cages that taught us to be beasts on the court or field, because the world still yields to the idea that we can't be more than just the entertainment. It's often said that you don't know what you don't know, and what African Americans don't know is ourselves. We have come to know poverty and how it has painted red lines all over our humanity as we have been traced over and cut away from the wealth of knowledge that we come from. But that's a different lesson for a different time. Because America, while you are trying to break the habit Find accountability by digging deep into your personal definition of community to untether its meaning from the shackles of similar. Allowing us to change the ideas of differences from obstacles to opportunities, branching the idea that community can also include unity to learn about the world and, if you let it, about ourselves. But before we can really give in, we need to understand that within this pandemic, within this presidency, within this pain, is a lifestyle birthed from wanting and a body just going through withdrawals. Thank you.